The regeneration of society is the regeneration of society by individual education. Men blush less for their crimes than for their weaknesses and vanity. A man can keep another's secret better than his own. A woman her own better than others. One mark of a second-rate mind is to be always telling stories. Everything has been said, and we are more than 7,000 years of human thought too late. Next to sound judgment, diamonds and pearls are the rarest things in the world. A mediocre mind thinks it writes divinely, a good mind thinks it writes reasonably. Grief at the absence of a loved one is happiness compared to life with a person one hates. Out of difficulties grow miracles. Children have neither a past nor a future. Thus they enjoy the present, which seldom happens to us. At the beginning and at the end of love, the two lovers are embarrassed to find themselves alone. Poverty may be the mother of crime, but lack of good sense is the father. Marriage, it seems, confines every man to his proper rank. Those who make the worst use of their time are the first to complain of its shortness. Logic is the technique by which we add conviction to truth. Politeness makes one appear outwardly as they should be within. We can recognize the dawn and the decline of love by the uneasiness we feel when alone together. No man is so perfect, so necessary to his friends, as to give them no cause to miss him less. This great misfortune, to be incapable of solitude. A pious man is one who would be an atheist if the king were. He who tiptoes cannot stand, he who strides cannot walk. One seeks to make the loved one entirely happy, or, if that cannot be, entirely wretched. The first day one is a guest, the second a burden, and the third a pest. The sweetest of all sounds is that of the voice of the woman we love. All men's misfortunes spring from their hatred of being alone. A position of eminence makes a great person greater and a small person less. The court is like a palace of marble, it's composed of people very hard and very polished. Love and friendship exclude each other. It is boorish to live ungraciously, the giving is the hardest part. What does it cost to add a smile? It is a sad thing when men have neither the wit to speak well nor the judgment to hold their tongues. We must laugh before we are happy, for fear of dying without having laughed at all. Two quite opposite qualities equally bias our minds, habits, and novelty. Children enjoy the present because they have neither a past nor a future. The opera is obviously the first draft of a fine spectacle. It suggests the idea of one. The very impossibility in which I find myself to prove that God is not, discovers to me his existence. Between good sense and good taste there lies the difference between a cause and its effect. If some persons died, and others did not die, death would be a terrible affliction. All of our unhappiness comes from our inability to be alone. Two persons cannot long be friends if they cannot forgive each other's little failings. The pleasure we feel in criticizing robs us from being moved by very beautiful things. A vain man finds it wise to speak good or ill of himself, a modest man does not talk of himself. The exact contrary of what is generally believed is often the truth. Liberality consists less in giving a great deal than in gifts well timed. The wise person often shuns society for fear of being bored. Time makes friendship stronger, but love weaker. It's motive alone which gives character to the actions of men. A man of the world must seem to be what he wishes to be thought. They that have lived a single day have lived an age. Making a book is a craft, like making a clock, it needs more than native wit to be an author.